Okay, in this video, we are going to talk about Helm charts, how we can leverage Helm charts to create the templates, and what are the commands related to Helm. So I have already installed Helm in my machine, and I can look into the version of the Helm as through this command. So we are running this version of Helm. There's already a Helm chart created by me, and as you can see on the screen, these are the templates that we have. And if you look at the config map, we are calling this variable, which is the value of this variable is in the values.yaml file that we have. I can list the Helm chart, which is already deployed through Helm list. And you can see uh, previously I deployed this Helm chart, hello world. However, I guess I have deleted the pods or the deployment related to this Helm. So I don't think I have this nginx deployment anymore. So let's create it. To create, we need to do Helm install, can give any name, test, and give the path of the manifest files, hello world, and tell it to fetch the values from hello world values.yaml file. Okay, I think it's values.yaml file. I think the right keyword is values, right? So we are getting a error over here. I think the field that we have is not correct. So let's delete this field and try again. All right. So it says that it's deployed. Now let's try again. Helm list. So we can see the test pod is created, right? And we can also see kubectl get deployment all, right? We have a deployment for nginx. So what basically it has done, it has replaced the variable with the value that we have seen in the config map. So let's open localhost and we can see the hello world popping up. So this is because of this config map that we have here, which is going to return HTTP status 200 with this message that we have here in the values.yaml file. So we are replacing uh, uh, this variable that we are going to return as a message with this value. So this is a way of how we can uh, do create the template through Helm. Now let's create a Helm chart from the beginning, and this will be a modified version of this hello world. So to do that, uh, we can do Helm create, and let's say new hello world. So it's going to create a folder, new hello world here. And if you look into it, the chart folder is empty, where basically we have the dependencies. But this is a simple example. The template, we have lots of template, but we are not going to use all of those. So we can delete those, and we can also delete the values as well. And let's leverage the existing example, use that to create a modified version of it. So I will copy all these three YAML files that we have from the existing hello world example, copy it and paste it here, right? We also don't need the test.yaml, so we can delete that as well. And also we need the values.yaml file, so copy that as well and paste it under template, or maybe another template on the root. Paste it here, right? So we have the same hierarchy. So we are going to do a little modification here uh, to the deployment.yaml file. Uh, we are going to add a label and its value as environment, and I'm going to call a variable here. It would be values dot env. Now let's add this value uh, in our values field. Okay, so we say env to prod, for example, uh, right? So I want to show you a kind of a if then condition here that we can use. Let's put uh, replicas here and put a if condition as if equals dot values dot what env. I think this should be values, not value. Env, and it equals to prod, or basically we should not put the replica over here, and replica should be this side. So replicas will be 4. Else give some spaces in between, and a space probably here as well, and otherwise replica will be 2, and we will have our end clause here. As we do so, we can just do Helm lint to validate if the code is right, and we can see it has one error and says it's failed. And this is because I have not provided the right path for it. It should be new hello world. We're still getting an error for this. This says that it couldn't find an expected colon on the line 12. So probably this place I have to add this space, and let's save it and try again. Right, so this time it's cleared and there are no further errors. We can also try with the Helm template, give it any name like a new test and the chart name as new hello world to see if it is able to generate the template. As you can see, it didn't call the environment variable quite well, and the replica is also 2, which is not uh, matching to our if condition. So to troubleshoot it further, let's do a dry run. To do a dry run, let's do Helm install uh, new test or whatever, and do dry run, then debug and give hello world. So we got some error here. Let's find it out. So we see that config map and uh, the previous deployment already exists. So let's try to delete that and try again. So let's do Helm list and do Helm uninstall testpod, uh, uninstall hello world, and uninstall the test as well. Now let's try again with the dry run, and we see the output, or basically I think I have run the wrong command here. I think I have run the hello world, right? I should have run the different one. So let's list uh, let's run new hello world, and we see some error here, and we see uh, it's saying that unknown field label. So let's find out what is the issue here. I'm calling values env, and let's go to the values file env. I don't know whether it's not saved, right? So I saved it, and let's try one more time. I got the same error. Let's see. In fact, basically, I think I got the reason. It's not label, it's labels, right? So let's do one more time. And here we go. we see the replicas is 4 because the environment is prod, right? So if we change the value over here to anything other than prod, then we will have a different results. So we can see the replicas is 2 as the environment is tab now. So basically we have seen that Helm template doesn't give a proper error message or proper um output to find out where the issue is, where we can easily use Helm dry run, install dry run to find out the exact issue. So now we can deploy this Helm install new pod or a new deployment, whatever, and do a new hello world, give values as and we see it's deployed. We can also check the status with the release name, new deploy, later on to see when it was deployed. And we can also get the manifest of it, manifest file that is being created for our later use, manifest and the release name. However, this was a simple example to start with. There are many other features in Helm to play with, for which you can refer to the document page of Helm. So I hope this was informative and thanks for watching.